and welcome to the Surge Equestrian League 2025. I'm Diane Penny, just arrived from the United Arab Emirates, and I've missed the first couple of days, so go ahead and catch me up on what's coming up.
So we're minutes away from the small tour, and there is one powerhouse duo that you have to look out for. Aradhana on Democratic. But what I've learned from the first 2 days is that you can't underestimate anybody. There's Farrell, there's T9, Liberty, all excellent horses. A lot to look forward to. So let's just get this started.
Amazing. Let's get it started.
Welcome back to the small tour, day 3. Very soon we're going to have this amazing property opening right next to us.
So, a great place for the riders, for the parents, and for anyone who just wants to chill close to the horses.
Yes, it's a beautiful new resort that's just been developed here at Surge Stables. I believe there are 24 studios.
Yeah, and 10 suite rooms.
Plus, of course, the much needed games room and a gym facility for those who are a bit more avid in keeping fit.
I'm guessing the parents will be in it more than the riders. Hopefully the riders are spending all their time and energy with the horses. And from the bed you can actually have a view of the backyard with the horses running around, enjoying themselves.
Very, very well thought of. Look at the interiors.
There are some beautiful layouts and the finishings are great, just as you said. And yeah, going back to those paddocks in the morning, be a great spot to have your coffee and wake up to watch those horses running around in the paddocks and eating their grass along with you.
Certainly. And we have the fly-by the course going on.
Our drone has done a fabulous job at this.
We have the small tour. This is a competition with one jump off. We are following table A with the penalties. And to decide the winner, there will be a jump off. So if riders have 4 penalties also and no one goes clear, there still will be a jump off for the winning position.
And it looks like we have in this tour, we have 10 jumps in this competition, and we're doing a speed of 350 meters per minute, which means that the complete length of this course is going to be 350 meters, leaving us with 60 seconds to complete the round.
Okay, so I think it looks exactly the same as what we had with the under 16, except that the heights have gone up. They've gone up to 115 centimeters. The first day it was at 105, yesterday at 110, and today at 115. So it's a challenge in terms of heights. The technicality of the courses have also gone up, and after 2 days of competition, I'm sure it's taking a toll on the mind of the horses and the riders. So definitely not easy to have the toughest competition on day 3.
No, and we definitely had some issues on jump 1 in the class before. Lots of questions being asked by the horses of their riders, and plenty dropping the poles on that first fence, which was quite a surprise. We did think it was because of us, but apparently horses don't see red, so I'm not sure if that's really true.
I've been told that we can't move, so if they have to deal with it, they have to deal with it.
I mean, some of them did deal with it and won. So if somebody can do it, all of them can.
Well, I'm starting to think whether the horses were distracted or the riders were distracted, looking at us in bright red. Maybe they were not focusing on the jump.
Now that's no fault of us.
Yeah, I would say they were not looking at me, but they were looking at the 2 ladies next to me.
We can see the riders do their course walk right now, just strategizing and marching away.
Well, the jump off is going to be exactly the same as we had in the small tour under 16, so no change in that. Hopefully these riders have taken a little bit of time to have watched the previous event. They may get a few clues from how the younger riders went through the course. I'm sure they'll be extra careful at jump number 1 after seeing some of the issues, but I think we have a few more experienced riders in this class, so whether it's going to trouble them or not, we will find out very soon.
Yeah, and the jumps that were a bit tricky in the previous class were 6A-B combination, also the triple bar, and the water tray seemed to also cause a couple of problems going into the under 16s. So let's see what the riders this afternoon have to do.
We had one of the riders in the jump off knocking down the jump at the water tray, jump number 9. So let's see how the senior riders do.
Do you think they'll have a problem with jump number 1?
I'm hoping not.
Me too. I didn't see that coming in the under 16, but a lot of riders struggled with that.
We have a total of 19 entries, and I think 4 of them are non-competitive, so 15 competitive entries. Let's see how many people make it to the jump off, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have more than 2 getting through to the jump off. We will have to wait and see.
Now, we did say to you no more guessing games. You haven't been very good at it in the last couple of days, from what I understand.
That doesn't mean I will stop.
That's the fun of it, I think.
And I think that's a lesson for all the riders out there. Even if you're not good at it, keep chipping away and eventually you will get there.
One of the gazillion times, I'm sure Dhruv will be right.
So the first rider in the arena will be at 4:25, which is in just about a minute's time. Sendil Nathan on T9, representing Kovai Stables. Followed by serial number 4, so we don't have serial number 2 and 3. We're going to go from 1 to 4. Vivek Varma on Mr. President, followed by Mohammad Ali on Watermolen and Janvi Raheja on Lambiek. So those are the first few riders who are going to be taking the course. And we have the first rider already in the arena, Sendil Nathan on T9, representing Kovai. He's done some exceptional rounds on this horse. Definitely a very speedy horse, but he doesn't need to worry too much about the speed as long as he's within the time allowed of 60 seconds.
And there goes the bell for our first rider.
Yeah, we have bright sunshine and a few drops of rain.
That's what we used to call Monkey's Wedding back in South Africa. Clear on the first.
Okay,
Love that. A
good
good
start to the class.
start.
I think the senior riders are going to be better off at jump number 1 for sure. That was a very awkward jump. Looks like he cycled through. The horse deciding that was the takeoff point. The rider saying, hold on, we can wait a little bit more. But they made the right decision and they got through. So, and that happened again at jump number 5. Okay, he's giving us a thriller.
Grand finale, there's going to be some drama for sure.
Okay, put in an extra chip stride in the combination, but he ended up dropping 6A, so he's got 4 penalties on the board. Oh,
8 penalties now.
give that a whack and almost forgot his way for a moment. So when riders drop a jump, sometimes they think back at what happened and forget the next jump is coming, but he corrected it just in time. Completes the round.
67.52 seconds.
So couple of fences down, a little bit slower than expected on time, but we are underway. Yeah, he actually gave a couple of fences a good knock. I mean, that number 8, he took it down with a lot of energy. Hope his horse is okay, but yeah, they've gotten things started in the Small Tour Grand Prix.
That's what I was just going to say. This was a promising start. I know we're going to see much better riders come in right after.
Well, Vivek Varma on Mr. President is the next rider in the arena.
And he knows the course. He's done it twice already.
Well, it's the first time he's doing the course in the rain. I'm not sure that's going to make too much of a difference, but I think we're ready to go. One more thing to make it even more exciting.
There's good preparation there coming into the first jump. Nice straight line he took.
This looks fully filmy, don't you think?
Yeah, but I think in terms of the ground, it shouldn't be a problem at all. The ground can take quite a bit of water, so they should be absolutely fine. Maybe a few drops in the eyes, a little irritation, but otherwise it's still good conditions for show jumping. Nicely done. Through the first 5 fences. He's got the tricky line coming up, the combination at 6 to the related distance at 7.
Rain's really coming down here.
He rode that really well. Sat back after the 6B, really got the strides perfectly. Doesn't need to worry too much about the time as of now, but I think he's going to cut it very close. Actually, I think he's gone over the time.
And our first clear round.
Very, very
But
impressive.
will be incurring some-
72.67 seconds.
So unfortunate time penalties there for Vivek and
Yeah.
Mr. President. But into the arena now we have our next rider, Muhammad Ali, riding Watermolen, representing Holmes Table Surge.
So no jumping penalties, but there were a few time penalties. Muhammad Ali on Watermolen, he's done really well in the speed classes. Doesn't need to worry about that today. But 350 meters per minute is still not a slow benchmark. He has to make sure he's within that time allowed and keep all the fences up, and we know that he's perfectly capable of doing it. This is an experienced show jumping horse, so
Height is definitely not an issue at all.
okay, first 3 jumps beautifully done. He was spot on with the takeoffs. Good communication going through horse and rider.
A refusal there.
Yep, didn't see the stride. The horse said nope. So he's got 4 penalties for the refusal, but he's added a few seconds to the time, so he has to be careful not to go too slow. I don't think that's going to matter because 2 refusals and Muhammad Ali and Watermolen are unfortunately eliminated.
That is unfortunate. He really did start the round quite well. Let's see if he takes one jump just to put back some confidence into the horse.
Yep, he can do 1 jump. He's not allowed to do a combination. He can do 1 jump just to go back on a good note. And of course, he has to do it with the flags on the correct side. So for those of you who are watching, the red flag should always be on the right hand side. That's how we were taught that in show jumping school. Red flag to the right, white flag to the left. If it's the other way around, that's the easiest way to get eliminated. And if it's an ascending oxer, that's a great way to get yourself killed.
The rain's taken a pause.
As have our riders.
And so have our riders. So when the conditions are perfect, they're still warming up. But we have Janvi walking in, so not going to keep you waiting for too long.
Weather and I both have one favorite clearly.
Oh yeah, this is setting up perfectly for Shruti's favorite rider, Janvi Raheja, in the arena now. Okay, she's in the arena.
Just waiting for the judges to ring their bells.
Yep. Okay, so the bell is given. 45-second countdown has started. Again, if you don't cross the start line within 45 seconds, it is not a penalty. The timer just gets started, so you lose a few seconds in the process. But this is not a speed class, so as long as they can complete the round within 60 seconds, they are good to go.
Lovely.
So do you think the horses are going to be a little more cautious with a bit of wet ground, or you think that's not going to make any difference?
I think they probably will be a little bit, but these are more experienced riders, so hopefully this is all going to be taken within their stride.
True. I think it's really about the rider understanding the horse, so how they deal with specific challenges. I'm sure they've ridden in the rain before. So she was going through nicely. She was a bit unlucky to have jump number 5 down. Has jump number 10 down also, so 2 fences down, 8 penalties. The time looked okay.
Yeah, just a bit unsettled coming into fence number 5. Just seemed to have lost the rhythm a bit, and she paid with it. With that fence coming down, and obviously again it's 10. Bit of a tight turn going into that number 10, and again, a little mistake, costly error.
And I think going from 9 to 10, you're actually kind of looking at the grandstand at an angle. So maybe horses were not used to it, get a little distracted with all the people over there and the flags and everything moving around. But yeah, picked up 4 penalties over there.
But she had a really fast round. 56.53 seconds. Very, very impressive.
Yep, but in round 1, we are looking for riders to have minimum penalties. Let's see if we can have Pratik Raj on major giving us a clear round. We have to wait and see. Okay, goes over jump number 1. It takes a little getting used to the ground conditions. Gets pretty close.
Just seems to back off a little bit of hesitation coming into these yellow fences for this combination.
Yeah, through a vertical, he was able to get through it. If that was a big oxer, he'd be in a lot of trouble, but he's riding it through well. And a nice takeoff for number 5. It's almost a good idea to stand off a little bit at jump number 5. Okay, gets lucky on 6A. The back pole stays up. That's with the safety cup, so the slightest of touches and the pole will go down. He's almost there. 2 more jumps to go for Pratik Raj on major. The time looks absolutely fine. He's going to cut it close, but he should be okay. And he makes it.
58.89 seconds.
Okay, so we have our first clear round. Pratik Raj on major. If we have another rider going clear, we will have a jump off.
And into the arena now we have Shiram riding Liberty.
Okay, so this is a horse rider combination who knows what it takes to win. He was a winner on day 1. He was on the podium on day 2. He's been so consistent through this entire season of the Surge Equestrian League competitions.
Extremely impressive duo.
They're in it to win it, you can be sure of that.
They maintain a steady rhythm while they go into it.
riders that we've already seen, making the time looks relatively simple if they're riding forward through the entire course. If they back off a little bit or they take a few really wide turns, they're going to put themselves in trouble. Yeah, at this speed he should be fine. Goes over one nicely, and the turn to come back to jump number 2.
Bit of hesitation there on 3.
Yeah, I
Let's
saw
hope
that.
he picks up his confidence now, because this is a big jump coming up on 4.
Big jump he did.
Got a little lucky on 5. You could see the rider going a little bit at him to get more momentum going. Looks like he had just enough.
Nicely through the combination.
Okay, we're not going to jinx it, but he's doing a great job. And that's exactly what we did, unfortunately. I take the blame for that, but yeah.
I was just going to say, I'm not taking accountability for that.
Jump number 8 goes down, 4 penalties. Last fence coming up.
62.86.
So a good round by Sriram. Just 4 jumping penalties and I think a few time penalties also. So 3 time penalties, total 7. So next in the arena is Prithviv Krishna on Farrell, riding representing Kovai Stables.
Had a great round.
Yeah, he had a really nice round yesterday. That was a speed class and he definitely had Farrell going. So he can back off a little bit today, but I think that's the way Farrell likes to jump. So it's almost like you don't change that when you figure out what keeps the horse happy and going forward.
He was in the lead up until the very end, and then obviously Aradhana took everybody by a storm.
That's definitely one of the advantages of going last. And we saw a couple of riders actually win the gold being the last rider in the arena. So
Looks like a very safe horse going into his jumps. Very structured in the approach as well.
yeah, he keeps a nice rhythm, so it's so much easier to see the takeoff point when the horse is in a good rhythm. Has a little bit of a standoff on jump number 5, but that was the right thing to do.
Oh, one pole down.
Yep, so a drop on number 7. It's going to give him 4 jumping penalties. His time looks perfectly fine. He's definitely not going to have any time faults, but those 4 penalties are going to hurt him.
He's completed that in 57.42, so no time penalties. Unfortunately, one pole down, so 4 jumping faults.
And the next rider is a rider who has no problem with the time allowed. He is definitely going to be much faster than that, but the question is, can he put in a clear round and set up the jump off? We will have to wait and see. Once again,
Senthil Nathan on Raja.
And Roger seems to be a bit of a feistier horse than his earlier ride in this class. So
absolutely. So Raja is definitely a horse with a lot of personality, a lot of fire, quick striding. Not an easy horse to ride, because when you're going into the jump, you really want to feel the rhythm and feel where he's going to take off. This guy has pretty quick stride, so the rider really needs to trust the horse and go with him, no matter if the takeoff is early or late.
One pole down. So far, we've only had one clear round.
Every time you see that happening, you know the course designer is smiling because he says that's exactly what I wanted the riders not to do.
That seemed a little rushed.
Okay, 2 more jumps to go.
Lots of rattling going on
Yep.
on those poles, but they are staying
Checking
up.
how strong the poles are and checking how deep the cups are. But a good round.
61.65 seconds.
Oh yeah, he went a little bit over.
That round seemed fast to me. I'm surprised that he went a little over.
I think it also depends on how wide you ride the turns. So you may be traveling at a good clip, but if you're taking a lot of extra, if you're covering a lot of extra distance, then that adds up very quickly.
And is this another rider from Surge Stable coming in?
Yep, this is Ajay Shiva on Coco Canan Z. Beautiful horse, bred in Belgium at the famous Zangershire Stud Farms. He has an Indian name too. It's called Coco Canan.
Dhruv, you can take Dhruv out of Chennai, but not Chennai out of Dhruv.
I 100% agree with that. And that statement is even more funny because the person who said it is also from Chennai. But anyway, back to the action. Clear over 1 and 2. Nicely over the triple bar. Good distance.
Ooh, it's up.
Oh, you could see the rider turning back because he knew he got a good takeoff point, but the slightest of touches, but it stays up. Okay,
Nicely done so far.
I will not say anything till he goes through, but he's riding it really well. 1 fence for Ajay Shiva on Coco Canan Z.
Lots of support out there from the supporters as well.
And
done
he's
it.
gone through 58.43 seconds. Another clear round. Our second rider to enter the jump off.
Yep, we certainly have a jump off. 1 rider from Kovai Stables, 1 rider from Surge Stables.
And our next rider this afternoon, we have Vivek Varma. He's coming back in for his second round this afternoon. And he's riding Girl with Pearl, also representing King's Farm.
So this is a competitive entry. Vivek Varma on Girl with Pearl. I think he had a nice round yesterday
He had a nice round today, like his first ride with.
on Mr. President. Yep. Okay, so he's brimming with confidence. Got to be a little careful. She jumps a little flat and very close. And that could happen.
She does seem to need a bit more encouraging on this round.
Yeah, she's going through well, but definitely needs to be a little more careful with the legs. And I think that will come with a little experience. It is the same class that she's been jumping over the last couple of days, but the heights have been going up. So definitely getting better through the course. So 1 more jump to complete the round for Vivek Varma on Girl with Pearl.
It's just going to go over the time there.
62.08 seconds, so just a little over the time allowed.
Yeah, 3 time faults.
And 3 fences down, so that's
A lot of math.
Well, the rider is
50.
smiling, he's patting his horse, so
what we like to
it
see.
doesn't even matter. He was happy with the performance of Girl with Pearl. I'm sure he'll be in contention at the shows which will be coming up at Surge Stable. Okay, and we have the next rider warming up. I can see Hansika warming up. I can see Dishant warming up.
We're going into just a few of the non-competitive riders in the next few rounds.
Right, I can actually see 4 of them were non-competitive, and I think 2 of them jumped yesterday in the higher classes, had a few issues. They've taken a step back just to put their horses through the lower events and build back their confidence.
Just give the horse a nice, encouraging round today.
Yep. So I think we have one more competitive entry. That will be Shresh Mentana on Chiranza, be coming in a bit later. But we have Dishant Anil, we have Kiran Akhade, we have Sarvanan and Hansika, all 4 of them doing non-competitive rounds. And they're all in the warm-up, getting ready.
The sky's cleared up right above us.
Okay, looks like Hansika is going to be in the arena shortly on Collier. She did the higher event yesterday. I think she did the big tour if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, she's taking the horse through today, building a little confidence.
Horse looking a little nervous there, going across the grandstand. So let's hope that doesn't cause any problems later on in her round.
Yeah, I think this is quite an experienced horse. Definitely knows his job. I've seen him win some of the higher classes, so he has plenty of ability. And I've seen them win together, so I know that they can pull it off. But I think that's not the intention today. They're just in it to have a nice round. Gives him a nice long approach. This horse will find the heights pretty easy. But I'm sure they're looking at having a nice rhythm through the entire course, not having any issues in between them. Just a nice quiet round, and I think both of them will be really happy with that.
Very pleasant to watch.
Number 5 is being tricky this afternoon. It's wrestled a few times for a couple of our riders.
And I think with the heights going up, more and more riders will sort of attack the triple bar and sort of go in with a lot of momentum, and then because it's a related distance, kind of, if they don't adjust in time, they find it pretty difficult at the end to the vertical. By itself, it's a very, very simple jump. Okay, Lady Luck shining down on Hansika. Big standoff to jump number 10, but hey, they're together and all that matters. A nice round by Hansika on Collier.
And she'll be happy with that. It was a really good round for them to finish this afternoon with.
Yeah, he stepped into the arena looking a little bit nervous, looking at the grandstand, wondering what's going on. But I think once they got down to business, a great job by horse and rider. And we have Kiran Akhade on Cyber Boom, non-competitive entry from the United Riders barn.
And also taking the long direct line approach into fence number 1, settling down the horse.
You can almost see the difference in the rider's body language when they know they're doing a competitive round, when they're doing a speed class, and when they're doing a non-competitive round. You can see such a difference, and I think that gets across to the horse really fast.
And it's a very safe jump. Nice, good clearance on these jumps.
He's well above the jumps and he's keeping a nice rhythm. You can see he builds up quite positively to the fence. Doesn't seem like he's hesitating at all. And that gives the rider a lot of confidence. The last thing you want to be doing is approaching a big oxer and the horse having a thought, do I really need to do it or can I just run off on the side? So one fence to go for Kiranakade on Cyber Boom. Okay, decides to make a circle. So didn't really see the line or the takeoff. So he's done a beautiful round up to now. No sense in making a mess of it. And gets through.
He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. And it was a very nice round. Very, very structured, relaxed in their approach to the fences. Which is
I
nice to
think
see.
that's exactly what this partnership needed. A nice, slow, easy round.
Well, those are two words which don't work with the Kovai boys. Slow and Kovai don't go well together. So, next rider is from third stable, Dishant Anil on Kanyo. It is a non-competitive round. He's just going to go through it once again for the experience.
Dark clouds are around, but right above our arena, it seems bright. So some gods are smiling right at us.
So Kanyo is quite an experienced horse. Came into India about a year and a half ago. He is an eventer, so I'm sure he's used to galloping through sticky mud and jumping out of speed and not being too concerned with the ground condition. But today he's just going to go through. He's not going to be worried about the time.
So the two clear rounds we've had so far are from Ajay on Coco Canan and Pratik Raj on Major.
And we have one more rider coming up a little bit later. That's Shresh Mantena on Chiranza. And that would be the end of the first round in the Small Tour Grand Prix.
But we have a jump off, which is always nice.
Yes.
We certainly do. And we have the riders from different teams. So maybe even a different strategy and a different game plan. Looking for the stride over there. Needed to push his horse up.
And set that up rather nicely, didn't he?
Yeah, that was going forward, and I think he's going well with the horse. So wherever the takeoff point is coming, he's in balance, which is what really matters, and giving the horse every opportunity to clear the fence.
Very, very impressive timing as well.
Yeah, he's made it within the time. No jumping penalties. Good job.
58.11 seconds. Yeah, that was a really, really well ridden round. It didn't seem like it was rushed or fast, but he was well within time, so definitely possible.
I think it goes back to the fact that when you go in with a relaxed mindset, the horse feels it, and the performance is actually really good.
Just up there in the grandstand, we see our big international riders who are going to be jumping in the big tour later on this afternoon.
The last rider in this competition, Shresh Mantana on Chiranza from Surd Stable. Is he going to get into the jump off and make it 3 riders? We will have to wait and see. He had a nice round yesterday.
Looks very confident there.
Yep, no problem on jump number 1. Got in a little bit close to jump number 2, but got out of it nicely, kept the leg on, and sometimes that's what the horse needs, just the rider to say, hey, even if things are not right, you're still going to go forward. So looks like he's got him back very nicely now. Okay, nicely ridden through the related distance between 6 and 7.
Very confident over there.
Yep,
on that
one jump to
tilt.
go.
And he's got to pick it up now because time is against him.
Oh my.
And he
That was so close. 61.78, I think, was the time.
2 time penalties on that round, unfortunately
We'll
for
let
him.
the judges tell us that. We're just going off what's written on the screen. But slightly over the time, I think. And we have Sarvanan on Helico coming to the arena. This is a non-competitive entry. So as of now, we have 2 riders in the jump off. I think that's how it's going to remain. We will have a course designer all the way from Germany, Josef Meyer. He's going to go and adjust the course now, adjust the timing devices for the jump off. But before that, we have Sarvanan on Helico in the arena, non-competitive entry, going through the course.
So he's decided to take the short line into the approach on fence 1 and pays off.
Well, he's from Kovai, so the long approach doesn't exist in the dictionary. I think all their horses really excel in speed classes, and I think that has to do with the training. Probably even in their normal practice, they keep their horses jumping out of tight turns. That looked pretty exciting. I think he lost his reins.
Yeah, he lost his reins there for a bit, so well recovered.
That was a big jump over the triple bar. He's going to come back and go for jump number 5 once more.
It's never a good feeling when you lose your reins or a stirrup.
Absolutely.
Very
Especially-
scary.
Especially in a related distance when you know a jump is coming and then you have to take the call to bail out or still go for it. But with one rein, I would not recommend that to anybody.
Oh, he's lost his way a little bit.
Yeah, he just had a refusal at the jump number 9 with the water tray. Helico says, nope, there's plenty of water around, but if it's in a tray, then I'm not going to jump it. So we have the results from 3 onwards to rank 6.
Rank number 3 is Shresh on Chiranza.
In 4th place, we have Prithvi Krishna on Farrell. 5.
5th place went to Shriram riding Liberty.
And rank number 6 is Janvi on Lambic.
So we wait for a few minutes for the jump off to be set up. And we will have the 2 riders who had clear rounds stepping in a few moments. They're going to be warming up and we'll see them in the warm-up arena. But they're going to be jumping in a few moments, so it's going to be exciting.
Certainly will. But two again in the jump off as
Yep.
per our earlier class.
So we had seen the second rider had a huge advantage in the small tour under 16. Let's see if it's going to be the same in this class.
And again, a quick look at our international riders who are supporting down here this afternoon. Let's see what they have in store for us later today. So we are going to get ourselves all sorted for the jump off that's going to take place in a few moments. And just to go through the fences in this round, it's the same as our previous class this afternoon. It will be jump number 1, 2, 3, 9, 6A, B combination, and then moving over to jump number 8. Again, 43 seconds allowed for this jump off phase, and the distance is 250 meters.
The order will remain the same. So Ajay will come in first with Milan, with Coco Kanan, followed by Pratik Raj. I'm sorry, Pratik Raj will be coming in first on Major, followed by Ajay on Coco Kanan. We can just see them in the warm-up arena right now, prepping to get the gold.
Well, I can be wrong only 50%. So hey, I'm gonna take a shot anyway. Who are you guys predicting?
I think I'm going to back Ajay up this time.
Okay. And Miss Penny?
I'm going to have to go the opposite just to be fair.
Okay, then I don't
Deciding vote lies in.
I don't need to make a prediction then. We have one vote for each of the riders.
You can't bottle it like that.
Well, there you see it on your screen. Pratik Raj versus Ajay Shiva. Two different teams. This is going to be exciting. The jump off remains the same. I hope they've actually taken note of what happened in the under 16. Maybe some clues over there.
Definitely. Coco Kanan, a horse with a big heart, big strides as well, so I'm hopeful that I'm right.
Okay, so approaching jump number 1. Where would you do that from? Definitely you don't want a long approach because that's going to get the horses going a little flat. Turn in from close. How do they get from 1 to 2?
certainly not between the fences. They're going to have to go around it.
Never say never, but I think that would be a little suicidal. So 1 to 2 looks pretty straightforward. As long as they stay close to the red and white, they will save some time. 2 to 3.
As we learnt earlier, not so straightforward, but pretty easy in the approach. And no,
I think there's
no
only
tricky
one
questions.
way to do it.
Well, again, if they've walked the course and they really think about their horse's stride, they can probably get a stride less, but that would be risky. If they really gun it from 2 to 3, they could cut down 1 stride, but I don't know if they want to take such a big risk. The next one would be 3 to 9.
Well, it is a long ride over to there, but we didn't see any trickiness in the previous ride. But obviously, the approach to number 9 is always going to be the question.
Yep.
Let's see if those riders have got themselves prepped. They will seem to have no problem in the jump off previous round. So don't think it's gonna
In the
be
main course, they got through really well. They didn't have any problem with the water tray at 9. So looks like a place where they can make up some time just by going fast and then sort of getting the horses back in balance before jump number 9. And then the turn from 9 to 6A, 6B is going to be critical. I think that's one of the places that they can make it or break it. I don't see too many options in terms of where they can turn. They're going to have to go around the vertical over there and all the flower pots, but they need to be careful to have a nice approach because the first element of the combination is an oxer. It's not going to be very forgiving.
Let's see how Pratik Raj on Major does it. He's in the arena right now. The bell's gone off. He has 45 seconds to start.
Remember, the time allowed is 43 seconds. So the last thing you want to do is take it easy and pick up a few time penalties.
And that was the long approach.
Yep, exactly. All predictions out of the window, or all strategies out of the window. Takes the long way around to jump number 2. Well, this is a big striding horse, so he's going to make up some time anyway.
1 pole down.
Yep, jump number 3 goes down.
Has he lost his way a little bit?
Yep, I think so, because he had to make it all the way to 9. Yes.
He's getting some help from the audience.
Yeah. Over the combination, just 1 more fence to go.
He's safe there, but he's a little over time, so he's picking up 1 time penalty and 4 jumping penalties because of his pole down. So
Yeah,
a
I think
total
he'll
of
get
5
another 4
penalties.
for the refusal too. So
Oh yeah,
he's gone up to 9 penalties.
9 penalties.
I know there's a lot of pressure still on Ajay Shiva, but I think it's a lot less than if Pratik had a clear round. So he
100%.
can chill a bit, but he still has to make it through.
So we saw that he didn't cut a lot of corners, but he still made it well within time. So that's possible.
Okay, it is the time for Ajay Shiva and Coco Kanan. Also goes the long way around. I'm glad our job doesn't involve riding and just commenting on stuff to do. Okay, he's taking it easy. He's not pushing it too hard. Going for the clear round.
Just needs to have lesser than 9 penalties.
More easily said than done, but he's doing a great job of it. Takes a long way around to 9. He has to be careful. Too many big turns, and he will be pushing it close to the time allowed of 43 seconds. But I think he should be okay. He just has the combination and 1 jump after that.
1 down.
Little
Okay.
deep going into that first one. And that cost him.
Yep, and he's got time penalties coming. It's not over yet.
But not that many.
Okay, so the difference was just that 1 fence going down.
So 7.
Yeah, so 4 jumping penalties and 3 time penalties. It is still very close. We wait for the judges to give 4 time penalties. Okay.
So 8 penalties. He still got the gold.
Well, that was just 1 second, so I'm sure the riders don't realize how close it is, but great job by Ajay Shiva on Coco Kanan Z. He makes it to the gold.
Wow, what was that? Proper nail-biting event.
We were expecting 2 more clear rounds in the jump off and them getting divided by a few seconds in terms of time. In reality, there were a lot of penalties in the jump off, but the difference was still just 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very, very close. And it is quite interesting how the second rider has these choices to make and whether they're going to go for it or not. And he did sit back and it cost him. Almost cost him.
Almost cost him.
Right, I mean, it's so easy to say, yeah, there's no pressure, go have a clear round. But approaching that combination, we have seen some of the best horses and best riders get a stride wrong in the slightest of taps, makes the pole go down, and then your entire game plan is gone. And then you're rushing through, and you could see what happened. I think the turn from 3 all the way to 9 added a lot of seconds to it. So here are the final results in front of you.
Number 6, we have Janvi Raheja on Lambake.
In 5th place, Sriram on Liberty.
In 4th place, we have Pratik Krishna riding Farrell.
3rd place, we have Shresht on Chiranza.
2nd place, Pratik Raj on Major.
And our winner this afternoon, AJ riding Coco Kanan from Surge Stables. Well
What
done,
a
everyone.
fantastic event. We will have the rosette ceremony. We will have an interview with the winning rider. And you can see the working team already into action, building up the course for the medium tour, which will be starting in some time.
Congratulations, Ajay. Did you feel that pressure going into that jump off?
No pressure. I was going for the easy clear one, and the combination it was one.
What was your strategy into it? Did you have anything in your head going right into it?
No strategy, nothing. I was going for the easy clear one. That's it.
Congratulations. I had my money on you, so thank you so much for winning.
Thank you.
And the riders are walking into the arena in the order that they finished. The winner of the competition with the red rosette, Ajay Shiva, ranked first on Coco Kanan Z.
Our second rider, Pratik Raj riding Major.
He wins the silver medal, ranked second. In 3rd place, we have Shresh Mantana on Chiranza. Had a beautiful round, unfortunately just a couple of time penalties.
Our 4th place rider this afternoon, Pratik Krishna riding Farrell.
also had a very nice round. He's keeping the momentum going from yesterday. In 5th place, Sriram on Liberty. He's been in the placings all 3 days, so great job by Sriram.
And our 6th place rider this afternoon, Javni Rahaja, riding Lambic. So well done to all of our riders.
So great job by these riders in the small tour Grand Prix. We will have the course built up for the medium tour shortly, and then the riders will walk the course. So a great time to grab a snack at the cafe.